Okay, so I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies. There's the bowl I'm going to put the dry ingredients in. I use this little thing for a sifter a lot of times, you know, and then I use chopped pecans. You don't have to, or you could use walnuts, but I use chopped pecans. Eggs, I'm going to make a double batch, so 2 bags of Hershey's Milk Chocolate chips and vanilla flavoring. And sometimes I use a little butter flavoring, possibly this time I might. Land O'Lakes butter and quick cooking oats in there, and all-purpose flour, shredded, well not shredded but shaved and chopped Hershey bar, granulated sugar, brown sugar. I usually use the light brown sugar, but this time I didn't have enough, so the dark will be fine. Probably tastes really good, just be a little darker. Baking soda and iodized salt. So I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies for the New Year's party tonight. Small party I'm going to. Okay, and I have my ingredients. Softened Land O'Lakes butter, 2 cups, and chocolate chips, pecans, domino sugar, and King Arthur flour, baking soda and salt. I like to have it all together where I can just measure it out. Brown sugar, flavoring. Haven't opened my brown sugar. I thought I had, but I hadn't. And eggs and oatmeal. Okay. This can be here. Got to get a dish to break those out in. So, alrighty then, I have the recipe here that I can just pull up. Okay, 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose sifted flour for 1 batch. But if you're going to do a double batch, then you've got to have 4 1/2 cups. And so here's my little sifting bowl. Hope I have enough. I don't know. If I don't, I'll have it in white liquid. It'll be fine. This is all purpose. So I'll have to add my salt and baking soda. So that's 2. I'm a little messy sometimes, you know. Okay. We've already had this measured out. That's 3 and 4 and a half. All right. And then making a mess here. Okay, that's fine with me. Alright. Okay, I like to put my baking soda in here. This will be 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Let's get my hand there right. Okay. That's 1, 2, and see, you just kind of scrape it off here where it works good. And now salt. That's 2 level teaspoons of salt. Although I did use salted butter still, you know. Okay, that's pretty good. And since I've done this so many times, I know it works out just fine. Okay, let's get this in here. I'm sifting it, see. This works faster than a sifter even, and it works just great. Okay, that's good. Now, alright, we'll set this aside, and then we're going to, let me get my little butter. Put the butter in here. Melted, well, softened. It's not really melted, it's softened. Not supposed to be melted, it's supposed to be softened. Might be a little over soft, maybe not. Right? So let's see. Oh, I've got to preheat my oven to 350. Right, okay, now, all right, and the flour, I've got that in there, so sugar, that's it. Next is my sugar. And that's going to be, meantime, I put a cup and a half of granulated sugar in here, and here's a cup and a half of brown sugar. This is, like I said, a double batch, and so then, and I already have the butter in here, so we're going to start with that and get that going a little bit. Beat that up. It's just a little bit on the messy side, you know, just a little bit here. And I'm making got a lot of stuff on my, spread out on my stove, but this is a good spot to do it because it's my work area. I like my countertops so well, you know, it's a 9-foot countertop, and so I like it real well. But I basically work here. So I want the food to be nice and smooth. Okay. Alright, now, the vanilla flavoring, right here we go. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. And let that keep going. And I might just go ahead just to enhance this just a little smidge. Just a little smidge. I'm always tweaking this and that, so let's put just a little bit of butter flavor, about half a teaspoon. That'll be fine, it'll be just fine in there. And let's see. Okay, set this in here. And it's time to start. Now, I have the sifted all-purpose flour. For a double batch, it's 4.5 cups, 2.5, 2 1/4 if you're just making a single batch. And so, what I want to do is just stir this gently while I'm adding the flour here, a little at a time. And I'm going to alternate with eggs. Have the eggs broke out. 4 eggs, 2 if it's a single batch. I'm going to put 1 more, and then some more flour, baking soda, and salt. Okay. More egg. Okay, these eggs, somehow I'm going to get all the rest of the flour in there, you know, and get that worked out. Alrighty, well, let's see, stop it just for a minute, lift that up, maybe not lift it up, maybe just, I don't know. Kind of not working out really good right there. Okay, this will do it, I think. You know, hands were made before spoons anyways. They always say hands were made before forks. Also made before spoons, right? Somehow I'm having a little trouble getting all this in here. Want the recipe to turn out good, so hopefully it will. Alright, now get back over there, and I did make a mess, right? Spilled some of it, but I'm good with that. I'm alright with that. just a home cook anyways, right? Don't have a bakery or anything. Although that does seem nice, I thought. Okay, that doesn't have to be mixed so much that it makes it not right, so I think it's mixed pretty good here. It's nice and stiff. The dough is really good there. I think I have all the things in except the little additions, you know, chocolate chips, shaved and chopped Hershey bar, and chopped pecans. So like I said, you can use walnuts if you like, or you don't even have to. Some people don't even want nuts in there, so they don't have to do that. You can add shredded coconut if you like it. I have done that. You can do that. You could even put a little coconut flavor if you like it. But, you know, it's up to everybody. But I'm making the traditional ones that I've made for so many years. My daughter used to sell them in high school. You know, she'd sell them, even the principal's office would call and have her come down and bring some. Ladies in the principal's office will come down and have her bring some of those. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have me a mighty fine cleanup job in here, I think. So here's how it looks, you know, without the other stuff in it. And isn't that pretty? Okay. All right, now, let's see. Let's open up the chocolate chips. 2 bags. And a lot of chocolate chips in there. That's just how I do it. And okay. And traditionally, 3 chocolate chips. It's my little thing I do, right? Okay. We're there. Now, let's see the Hershey's. Chopped Hershey. Very chocolatey. The pecans. All that chopped pecans. And one thing. Where's my oat milk? I forgot the oatmeal. So what I do when I do the oatmeal is I just put some in there. I don't have a certain amount. Put a couple of handful in there. For a big batch like that, you need a couple handfuls. It's just kind of like a little bit of a short thing and all that other stuff. Put just a few more nuts in it too. Chocolate chip cookies is something you can kind of do what you want with, you know. You can add stuff, leave something out that you want to, as long as you get the main things like flour, salt, baking soda, butter, you know, all those kinds of things, flavoring. You have to have those things, and of course your chocolate chips. But you can do anything else you want to it. So, here it is, look. See how it's looking? Looking good, huh? Okay, and I have to get my pans out, finish stirring it up, get my pans out. Okay. I'll be back when I get some in the pans. And so, here is my chocolate chip cookie dough. And here's another pan already set out, see? And here's a finished pan. I had a phone call and I had to talk to somebody, so I couldn't really get to. There's that one. Okay, it's in. And I will fix another one after I get these out. Okay. Meantime, I got a pan ready here. I hope they're okay. I don't really like to let them sit this long, but you know, people got to call you, so next time I'm going to put it on silent and I won't know they called. And it's important. I guess they'll get back with me later. Cause these to get a little crisp. I like my cookies soft. I don't want them crisp. But maybe somebody will want them a little bit crisp. They still feel a little soft. See? Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Isn't that nice? Well, look at that. That's good. I have a little bit of a reputation for my cookies, but I just don't know if these will be as good. You know, too long in between times of making them. So, you know, maybe they'll be okay. I hope so. Have another little layer. I like to layer in between here. This one looks a little thicker. I really like mine thicker than this, so. And then I'm going to put the lid on these until I'm ready to put some more in. Set them over here. Those are to take to the New Year's party tonight. And I'm going to clean this pan up a little. Okay. Now, the last pan is in. The last pan's in the oven. And this pan right here, pardon my old bad looking pot holder, but I just want to show you that this, the others, you know, I kept getting all these things, phone calls and everything else, and getting sidetracked, but this is what they're supposed to look like. This looks perfect. Mine don't have to be perfect size. I never worry about things like that. I'm just a person who cooks at home, you know, just a country cook, and I don't worry about little things like that, you know. But I'm gonna, so once the people, if they eat any on the top and go to the second layer, or whatever layer it is, they're gonna be surprised when they get some of those that's too brown. But you know, you can crisp them up in milk, and some people even like to dunk their cookies in coffee. That's not what I would do. I would drink with, but I mean, some people dunk them. They really do, you know. Look at that. Hey, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Very beautiful. Looks good on the bottom, too. You know, looks good on the bottom. So full of chocolate chips, pecans, little oatmeal, shredded Hershey bar. Or not shredded, shaved Hershey bar, and yeah, shaved Hershey bar, and chopped, a little chopped Hershey bar too. That's good, you know, it's good. One more in here, and this pan is done because the neighbor got to have some. Alright, now here is my little cover to go over this, and these are ready to go to the New Year's party. And then I have a dozen in the oven, and I've got a half dozen here, so a dozen and a half for the neighbor. Should be fine. Alright. I hope he likes them. Look at that. I hope his wife likes them. He's had them before years ago. He hadn't had any in a lot of years. Not that I made. But now his wife, on the other hand, I don't think she's ever had any of mine. So I'm hoping she'll like them. Then didn't have another long pan. I have it, but somebody used it the other day, and I don't know what we did with it. I don't know. Okay, let's see. A couple more pieces just in, 'cause I'm going to need them. He might only get a dozen because, you know, 18 cookies might not fit in that bowl. The big cup, right? There we go. So that's good. All right, now. All right, one more pan in the oven. And, yep, they're not ready yet. They're just starting, and then they'll be finished. So I've got another pan in the oven, got one more pan to bake, and I'm doing a taste test. Yeah, they're good. They are good. See them? Just look at them. Just full of chocolate chips, and it's got all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Yep. That's good.